Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Beth. Amazon Prime days were going on, and I took full advantage of it. There had been a resin item that it's been on my wish list for almost 2 years, and it was the lowest that it's ever been, so I grabbed it. I have been cleaning off my area to make it more resin friendly in this work zone. I have a lot of resin projects I'm going to be doing, and probably one today too. But we're going to put this thing together that I bought from Amazon, and I'm also going to share some other items that I got on Prime Days from Amazon. Some of them are going to hold my molds to make them a little bit more organized. Some of them were just miscellaneous little things that I'd had on my wish list, and they were on a really good discounted sale, so I went ahead and got them. And we're going to go over that. I may share with you some of the things I picked up from my last Habitat for Humanity run. I'm not sure, because I do want to do a resin project, and I do want to get this thing together. So I'm going to flip this around. And if this is something that you think that you'd like to see, then just stay here. Alrighty. And I don't know if you can see it yet. We're going to fan it out. I thought about going ahead and taking this, excuse me, opening this and putting it all together and then just showing you. But I thought, no. Because there may be somebody out there that's thinking about getting this. And see this, it's a Resineer's tumbler curing machine. And yes, most people buy this because you can use the tumblers. And I may get into that. Not the tumblers, but maybe the wine glasses and stuff like that. I don't know. That's not the main reason why I bought it. I bought it because of the size. My big molds, I can just throw them in there. I don't have to worry about it. And it's a curing machine. And they don't really advertise this. Resineers came out, and I do have that one too. Resineers came out with the one that has the UV lamp and but it's not tall enough. And then a year and a half later, they came out with an expand piece of silicone, so you can put bigger molds in there. And I almost bought that expand piece of silicone to put on there for bigger molds, and it was $30 on sale. And I thought, oh no, no, no. This was on sale on Prime Days for $61. So for $30 more, instead of just adding a piece of flimsy silicone that I think they actually should have added to begin with. They should have made it bigger. I bought this one instead. Now, was that the smart thing to do, or was it a mistake? I don't know. We're going to find out. And yes, there is an opening. I cannot find my X-Acto knife. And that's a problem I have when I go through and I clean all my stuff. I always have this issue. Oh, I'll get the sharp one, but I don't like using the sharp one. Okay, you may not be able to see all this. Right now I'm just getting it open. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay. I know I'm going to have to make a cover for the front, because this is the, I think this is the front of it, because it's made for the tumblers. Okay. I'm going to move this over here so we I hope it comes with instructions, although I don't ever read instructions. Well, not most of the time. Sometimes it turns out that I don't really have any option. And yes, I have to ship things out sometimes, so I do keep these corner pieces. Now, I'm not keeping the styrofoam anymore. I probably should, in case I don't have anything to make a cover with, because I can put the styrofoam up to use as a cover, because it's actually an insulator and that would fit. So we're just going to hold on to that right now. That's the bottom. I'm assuming that is the bottom. Okay. And these are the sides. Oh, wow. Oh, this is just easy peasy. Wait a minute, I don't care. Okay, what are those for? So does that go on top? Because there's 4, and which one is the back? And what are these little things for? It does not. These instructions do not tell you what those little things are for. They don't even mention them. This does not. Okay. The instructions are not. That's the reason why I don't. Let's look at the feet. Is there feet on here? I'm assuming that's the top. So let's flip this over. I'm trying to... There's 4 of these. There's 4 notches right there. So I don't see how this sticks together very well. Maybe it's the... Let's flip this over. There is no room for feet here. Okay. I would tape this together. I don't. There's notches right there. Okay. Now let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can. Okay. So I'm going to go over here. I think when I do this, if I just set something in front of it, this will cure with that top being on there. So that's what we're going to use until I get I'm able to make, and I could take the cardboard and make one. But what I really want is a piece of acrylic to go in front of there. But we'll use what we've got until we can get another one. So I put that. It's right there. Let's see if we go that way. You can see it more right there. Okay. And let's go to 2 and see if we can bring it up even more. No. Well, yes, you can. Oh, this is so funny. I put my bubble remover right there too to use, but right now we're going to move this back. Give me just a minute to get this back over here. Okay. Yeah, this is real-time YouTube. Okay, and I'm bringing it back out and see if that doesn't work better. Okay. I still haven't figured out what those white things are for these. If anybody knows what these are, it does not show it anywhere on the instructions. We'll put this inside of it. I'm putting the silicone mat inside, which is actually way too big for the inside. Huh. But it's okay. And I am going to plug this up. And I could put you on hold while I do this. Yeah, let me just put you on hold while I do that. And when I get it all plugged up, I will come back. Okay, we have that up and plugged in and ready to go. But we're going to continue on with the other things that I bought that were on Prime deals. These right here, I saw someone else. This came from someone else on Facebook, I don't know who they were. It was a reel. And they were using these to organize their IOD and redesign with premium molds. And I thought, oh, yes, yes, and yes. And I immediately went over there and I got some. Now, I don't think that I need that. I think this would get in my way. And I'm glad that's an option, because you see what they do? And I may get more. I may get more at some point. But what we're going to do is we're going to see just how many of the flat IOD or redesign with Prima, or even the Temu dupe molds that are duping IOD and redesign with Prima. It's, you know, they're about the same size. They're definitely not the same quality. I just want to make that clear. I know, because I bought some of the dupes before I realized that they were actually dupes. And I still pay like $18 for the dupes. But I have so many of these. And if I can save space, and we will go. These are the IOD molds. Now, I don't know which ones would be, if it would be better to go that way. Oh, yeah. Okay, let me get this out of the way so you can see what I'm doing here. I've got it this way. And I really wish this camera would go up more, but it won't. So I got them tall ways. And the thing about this though is, and I did not know that, there's nothing here, and I really wish there was something there. But we'll do what we can do, and then I'll move it. I want to see how many molds it will hold. Now I have redesign, and I also have Zuri molds. So we're just going to stick with the redesign and IOD today, because the Zuri molds come in every shape, form, or fashion. And the redesign with Primas, there's a few that are longer, but for the majority of them, they're the same. So I'm just trying to collect all of them, and we'll divide them out, and I'm hoping it will give me a lot more room. That was the whole purpose of me getting this. And I do have and some of these aren't even, I'm looking to see which one is redesign and which is IOD, because sadly, let's redesign. Okay, here is IOD. We'll stick these over here. That's a small one, so we'll stick that in the middle. And I'll show you, because I've got one emptied now. I think I had more redesign with Prima. Oh no, I said that way too fast. Okay, I'm going to show you the dupes that I'm talking about, so you know. Because some of y'all may have. That's an IOD dupe, okay, from Temu. This is the true IOD mold. But even if you don't have IOD molds and you have these are about the same size. They're not, okay, let me show you the comparison, okay? That's IOD. You see how that's holding up? That is laying, that's like flopsy as all get out. This is not. This almost stands up by itself. I can't get that to do that. It flops. And that's the difference between that and, it's not even as detailed. You would not know that if you'd never used an IOD mold, but once you use an IOD mold, there is definitely a difference. And I do have several of the dupes from Temu. Let's redesign, redesign, redesign. That is IOD. That is a dupe. That is a dupe. Boy, that needs to be cleaned. And that is also a dupe. We'll put this over here. I just want to see how many it'll hold. If I can get rid, so far I've emptied 2 of my containers. I had more redesigned. Yeah, I have a lot more redesign. And you can tell the difference between, you'll see the difference when I start doing redesign. This is IOD. It's Zuri. I think I've got them wrong. I think the top, no, the tops don't. Oh, poo. Maybe I should do them this way. Yep. Okay, I'm rethinking this. Because it does have... Yep. Even though they're going to stick out a little bit that way. And I'll show you why. Because I'll know what it is with just looking. This one doesn't have it though. Oh, it does. Not very good though. Oh yeah, you can't make that out. And I don't really need that, so let's see how this works. Let's even see if it will work. Because I want the sides to tell me, okay, that is not telling me anything. There's alphabet. I think these are all Christmas. Yeah, these are all Christmas and winter. But we'll go ahead and yes, I know I'm gonna have to figure out a way of moving them. but some of these need to be cleaned. Okay, it's all Christmas. But I think what I see is I'm going to be able to, so far, I've cleaned out 3 of the compartments. Now, granted, I've got a lot more redesigned, so okay, why doesn't that have it on either side? Okay, this does not. This is an IOD, but it does not have. So not all of them do have. Okay. That one doesn't have it either. Oh, that's weird. Wild right here. Oh, I think this is going to be great. Oh, and I paid $16 for these. Just to let you know. Yeah. I think that's all the IODs that I've got. So I may have to get some others. I do have another dupe over here though, which I guess I could put in. I have these 3 dupes, so let's see if they'll fit. See, the IODs will do this, but these are so flimsy, they won't hardly. Okay. Okay, let's see if this won't work. I don't want to mix the I've got some LeBlanc. Okay, I have some LeBlanc, so I could put LeBlanc, and then I could put the smaller IODs this way. And then let me get the dupes. these fit in one. Because the dupes are real flimsy. Really, really, really flimsy. And I don't really use them. But do these have... No, that doesn't have anything. They must have just started putting... Okay, so in each one of these, this is what I wanted to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. These are thick right here. I don't know if you can, let me see if I can push. They're silicone, so you see how thick those are? So that's almost like 2 molds. I have to start all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 40 this way. And for the majority of them, I can see exactly what they are. And they're not, they're straight up. They're not flopping. They're not, these are going to be great. So 40 of the IOD molds. And I was able to take these, and I'll show them to you. Because I'm going to take them down. I don't need them. I was able, you see these containers? I'm going to just put this on the shelf, and I'll be back and show you the containers. So far, 4 of those containers just for these. Okay, that's wild. I have emptied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. That's what they were in before. And I have 6 of these. These are the shoebox covers. And 6 of those. I had those stacked because they stack on top of each other. So I have 6 of those empty. Oh yeah. Oh, see, that is wild. And what I thought is I could use different colors, and that's the reason why I got this one. I was able to pick that whole thing up too, just to let you know. This whole thing, I just picked up, turned it that way. And these, I don't think, have any info on them. No. The redesign with Prima do not, and that's a downfall, but that's okay. We're gonna see how many. It shouldn't take as long. So I've got them all out here. Some of them are not even opened yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna just go ahead and put them in here. Still in the package. I'm trying to get the ones that are all the same size, or pretty close to the same size. And wow, I've got more of these than I do the IOD. Which is okay, but I don't want that face in the metal. I do want these fairly tight in here. So we'll put one more. Yep. So they stay. Okay. And then we can start filling this side up. Yeah, this is going to go a whole lot faster. I do have some taller ones, so let me go ahead and get those on that end. Those are Zuri. That's a taller one, so let me get that one in there too. And that's a taller one too, so we'll get that one in there. And that is a taller one too. That's weird. Okay. Okay. I don't have enough to fill. Let's get these two. It's another tall one. That is all the redesign with Prima, but I have the Zuri molds. Let's just put the Zuri molds in. And then I've got a couple of dupes. Oh wow, I cannot believe this, y'all. They all fit. Even the Zuri molds. They're all in there. And I'm gonna leave this on, and I hope this works like the other did. I was able to pick it up like this. This is not working as good because this is not as tight. But I was able to pick it up. Yeah, these are not as tight as the other one, so this is not. Let me see if I can get one more in here and make it tighter. Maybe that will help. Let's see if I can do this. This one is not as easy as the other one, but I was still able to do it. able to, because they're not in there tight. Let's see. Okay. Woo-wee! Yes, indeedy. I got them all in there. Oop, I found one that I did not. Just put that right there. And I have a big old hole in the center to put new molds when I get them. And I think I'm going to order one more. Because, oh, and I can use these on the edge to use for some kind of other little storage of something. Because the way that I've got them turned, yep. Boo-boo-boo, boy, that was easy peasy. I like easy peasy. Okay, then let's move on. I do keep these, just in case in the future I want to downsize and somebody else may want these. I want those to go with it. Okay. These I also bought. These were on sale. These are expensive. Now, I did not have to pay for my Resineers air purifier. That is one of the few things that Resineers sent to me. Most of the stuff I bought myself from Resineers. But I did buy 2 air filters because my air filter, it is bad, and I know it's bad. And I sure hope, there was only one type of air filter, and I sure hope it fits. And we will do this now. And I should be on the one that's going sideways. But it's not even over here. I've been cleaning. Okay, all you do is lift the top off. You unplug. There's a little plug right there. Just unplug it. You probably shouldn't be doing this while it's plugged in now, to be quite honest with you. So I'm going to unplug it. Good gracious. Yeah, I'm not smart sometimes. Where is the... Is that the plug? I just don't want to unplug the light. No, that's not the light. So I think that's the... And you take... And you can see... You see the dust and stuff? It's dirty. It is a dirty filter. But I've had it in there longer than what I probably should have. I'll show you the difference between, so you can definitely tell the difference. It is much cleaner, and yeah. And it even shows this side must face upward. I mean, so they take all the guessing out. I like Resineers products. I've never not said that. I just have issues with the company. I wish I didn't. But it is what it is. And there's actually a mark on my tile because it's been here for about 1.5 years, I want to say. And yeah, I ran it, and I ran it way too long. Did I put, no, I did not. Be sure to put the little thing back, plug it back in, and then pop the top on. Nope, why is it not going on? Okay. It's not going on. It's where it's supposed to be. Okay. There it goes. You have to push it down and then twist it to the left. And I was not twisting it to the left. Okay, so now we've got a new filter. So when I do resin or any other stinky, there has been a tornado warning issued for Fort Campbell. Take precautions and seek shelter. Okay, y'all, I need to call my son Ben, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. They had issued a tornado warning, and my son Ben lives right across from one of the gates going into Fort Campbell, and I just wanted to make sure that he was aware, because he lives in a manufactured home, and I wanted to make sure that he knew what was going on. Okay. The next thing that I got was the Type Bond 3 Ultimate Wood Glue Waterproof Exterior Interior. And I've got every type of Type Bond they make, and if I want to do something that I think might end up outside, then I'm going to use this one. And this was on sale for Prime, and of course Prime is already over with, but that is the reason I waited until Prime Days to try it. Oh, see, I just knocked something. I just knocked my wax into my trash can. That is a good reason not to have your trash can sitting right next to where you have stuff. Okay. And the next thing I bought, and I bought this because it had really good reviews on Facebook, and this is a decoupage, and it's a German. It's from Germany. And they said it was really thin, and it did really well with napkins. Mod Podge is real thick. Oh, and this is real thin. Look at the, oh, we might have to try that. We may be trying that. Okay. And I bought another one of these. I have one over here. You've seen me use it. It's right there. I use it to put my heat gun on, because my heat gun gets hot. And I was setting it on stuff, and it was melting. Ooh, yeah. It just popped on. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Why is it showing the filter? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Let me pull this thing back out. It's still showing the filter in red. It should not be doing that. I just changed the filter. Let's take it out. Okay, let's turn it back on. It's showing the filter in red. I don't understand that. Okay, I'll have to look that up. Maybe it has to reset itself or something. I don't know. But I bought another set of this to use for my decoupage when I'm doing something round, because the other one I really want to stay there for my heat gun. I don't know what they call these. What are they actually? Midi rain cup cradle holder for crafting. And it comes with that too. And I like this for decoupaging too, because it's soft and you can, without tearing. Although that would get wet and get yucky, so I don't know. Yeah, that's too sharp. That would scrape off the napkin. But yeah, that's the reason why I bought that. And I'm going to use it strictly for decoupage. And this ribbon was on sale. And I have been looking at this ribbon, and it's been on my wish list for a long time. And it went on sale, so I bought it. Now I've got another one coming, and it's the black and white one, I think. These three came in. These are velvet ribbons. And for Christmas time, I'm going to be doing ornaments, because I have the booth, and I'm going to be doing a lot of ornaments. And it's like, oh, this is wonderful. But not only that, look, they're on wooden spools. Which, oh, that most definitely, I can cut these in half and use them for feet. There's no part of this that's gonna, yeah, I just thought this was, and these were on sale. I did pay $9.99, but it's velvet ribbon. It's real velvet ribbon. How in the world did they get 3 of them in here? I can't get them back in. What in the world? Okay, that's crazy now. Look at that. How in the world did they get... Look at that. Okay. Let's see. That one that way. That one this way. That's how they did it. No! How did they do that? I'm gonna look at these. Oh. Yep. Okay, so that was the green. This one is the red. But look at that. That's like a hot pink. That is a red. And that is like a maroon. And yeah, that is so soft. But that is true velvet. And see, look at that. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. And I paid $9.99, and they're normally $16.99, y'all. And you think about it. That's like $3.33 a piece for velvet ribbon on a wooden spool. And you go buy the cheap ribbon at the Dollar Tree and pay $1.75. I mean, which one's the better deal? And then this is the blue one. And I just love the colors. And I specifically got these for the Christmas tree ornaments that I'll be making to put in my booth. Which will not be long. We will be doing a Christmas in July at the booth and also on this channel. And let's see. What else did I get? got a bunch of stencils and stuff, but they're all upstairs. I did not bring them upstairs because I am making totes, and I am having so much fun with these totes. And I have posted that in the Facebook group on Facebook. If you're a member of the Facebook group, you can go there. If not, then I suggest you go there and become a member. 3 questions. It's like, are you going to be nice? Do you agree to the rules? And how did you find us? That's basically, but you have to answer them. It's an automatic thing. I don't do any of that. The Facebook AI does it, and if you answer the questions and agree to the group rules, they automatically get you in as a member. And if you don't, then it automatically declines you. And I don't know if this, I don't know if people are declined or not, because it's an automatic thing. But and a lot of things that I do post on the Facebook in the Facebook group. In the Facebook group, if you want to know, you go to Facebook and just type in Southern Lady Artistic Creations, the name of my channel, and it will take you right there. So, this is an item, and I bought this. This is Let's Resin. Did you know Let's Resin has a fabric paint set? Did I show this to you already in the last video? Part of me says that I showed this to you in the last video. If I did, oh, I did. Well, for all of y'all that didn't watch the last video, this is new, and I can tell you that I love this fabric paint. And I have used it already. And it comes with 10 different colors. You can mix them to make your own colors. But I bought some canvas bags. I went down the rabbit hole, and oh my word, I really went down the rabbit hole with that. I bought one type of cosmetic canvas bag. Then I bought a canvas bag, tote bag that has black accents. And then I found other types of bags on Temu. I like the quality. That's the thing. These are all local warehouse. I like the quality. And so I've got like 4 other different types of bags coming. And some of them I'm using the DTF, I think that's what it is, transfers. I'm also designing my own and printing it on my printer and ironing them on. On some of them I'm stenciling. On some of them I'm hand drawing and coloring it in, or I'm hand drawing with pencils. I'm doing waterproof markers. It's wide open. It's like a blank canvas. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. And let's see. Now I have all these empty things here that I need to do something with. I think what I want to do, because I really do want to get into making something. Now, we still have the Bond Crafter bubble machine review to do. I'm not going to do that tonight because I want that to be dedicated only to Bond Crafter, where I will be using all of Bond Crafter's I'll be using the resin, I'll be using the bubble machine, and that way. Tonight is all about me trying out what I bought, which is the new Resineers curing machine. And so we're going to do something with that. I'm not sure what mold to do. I want something bigger. Oh, I know what mold. I've decided. I know what mold I want to do. I want to do this frog. But it's not tall. I need a tall mold. But I so want to do this one. And I think, let me make sure I can get this in here. with another mold. Because this is different from me. Oh yeah. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Let's go with the bigger mold. Will this mold fit? Oh, this mold's not going to fit with that frog mold. Is it? Oh my. Okay. Now this is what's so cool. Oh yeah. And this is the reason why I bought this thing. They do both fit. I'm bringing this over. Can I remove the plug? I can remove the top. Oh no, oh no, no, no. No, power off. Oh goodness. Okay. Yep. I hit it trying to get the top off. I don't know. It's like the top is stuck on here, boy. How are you supposed to get that in there? There's no way I'm going to try getting that in there. Once it is poured. See, that doesn't make any sense to me. This top should be able to come off fairly easy. Okay. There it goes. Well. Okay, y'all. It's not coming off. Okay, there it goes. I think I need to tape the edges. Because see, look. And that's the reason why I got this. But I think I need to tape the edges because they're not staying together. And I'm going to. Now I'm not going to tape them up at the top because I don't want to put any more pressure where the top goes. And I'm not going to cover these holes up because they're air holes. So I'm doing it down below that. These are both really, really, really big molds. Really big. And I may not be able to fill them all up at one time. I can't believe that is working. See, and then that way I can pick the whole thing up. And yes, it's going to be sort of weird, but I can. Actually, I wouldn't have to. I could just put the top on and leave it right here and plug it up over here. That would be another option too. Now, if what I need to do is find a board that is about the same size as the bottom, where I can work on the board, and then I can just put it in. And normally it's I wouldn't use, well, I don't know, maybe I would, but it shows how big a piece. I mean, these are big molds. These are not small molds. That's my hand. This frog is big. So I just wanted to let you see. Those are really good size molds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some resin mixed up. Now, Let's Resin was very, very, very nice, and sent me some resin, and I'll show that to you. So I want to get that out. It came in the mail today. And I was excited because they are sending me 48 colors of alcohol ink. And I was so excited. It was like, oh yeah, the alcohol ink here, yay! Well, the alcohol ink didn't come in with the resin. But what did excite me is they sent me the pump. And the thing is a friend of mine came by yesterday, and she's wanting to get into resin. She doesn't work with resin. She was wanting to get in to doing resin to cover over decoupage tables and stuff. And I gave her some, and what I gave her was what was left in. It was another brand, but it was in the pumps. And it was the only one that I had the pumps with, except for the 10-minute cure polyurethane resin. And then this comes in the mail, and it was like, okay, yeah. That was just awesome, because I do love the pumped resin. And they sent, I'll put that under there. Yeah. So this is, it's a half a gallon of the A and a half a gallon of the B, which means that is, they sent me a gallon of their epoxy resin, and it has the pumps, which got me so excited, because now any of the resin, and you know, I can just keep refilling these. And it came with like 2 little mixing cups, and it came with a lot of popsicle sticks, which is good. I use popsicle sticks, so I was so happy. I did contact Let's Resin to let them know that thank you so much for the resin. I was excited, but that the alcohol ink did not come with, and they were supposed to, I think. Unless they, you know, something happened. And okay, so that's how you do this. And I do this before, yeah, I release it before it goes into the oh yeah, that's perfect. I need to get gloves on. See, I'm so excited about this. I almost opened that without any gloves. And I am going to move this for right now. You need to see this when I pour it, but you don't need to see it right now. It's in the way, so I'm going to move this over here. so you can see what I'm doing here. And now I do not throw, I don't throw the cardboard away in boxes anymore either. I cut it up because that's what I'm using to put inside the bags and the totes to keep the paint from bleeding through. I put saran wrap around it and then put the, so I keep the cardboard so I can do that. Now I know I can get the laminated sheets that go in there, but why? Why spend any more money if cardboard works just as good? And those things just pop right. I guess it doesn't matter what ends you put on here, and it just fits right in there. Oh, this is so wonderful. I like Let's resin. Always have. And I'm just putting it on there. Yeah, we're going to get back into resin for a little bit. I've missed it. I was excited about the alcohol ink because I wanted to do a thing with alcohol ink and mica powders. Now I have learned to keep the tops, not the plug, but the tops, because when this gets real low, the pump stops working, and you want to be able to use the rest of it. Okay, this is wonderful. So I am going to, these are clean, there's no resin on there, and I'm going to just throw them in my drawer so I will have them. And I'm rethinking this big, it's the flower pot that I'm rethinking. Because it's just going to be, the frog I can put enough filler in there, but that flower pot, although the frog is just about the same as far as we're gonna try it. I mean, what's the worst case scenario? It does the Lord, it's been too long for me to have forgotten what that is called. And I have. Who is? What is that called? Oh, they're saying what? What are you talking about, Beth? I want to say freeze dry. That's not it. Y'all are hollering at me saying, Beth, I can't believe you don't, you know, when the resin cures too fast. What in the world can I not? It'll pop in my head when I'm not even trying to think about it. Fast cure. See? No. That's not it. That's the type of resin. I'm going to have to Google it because that's going to bother me. All I'm doing is cleaning this out to mix resin up in. And I think I'm going to do this, and then I'll come back after I have all the resin and stuff mixed up. You don't need to see me mixing resin up, do you? Nope. Flash cure. See, I told you it'd pop in my head. I don't want it to flash cure, which it might. We'll see. It's pretty deep. Okay, we are back. I have got the resin mixed up. I do have it in the bubbler machine right now. I made a little extra in case you needed it. And I'm going to go ahead and bring this on over. I'm just going to do this tonight because it's getting late and I'm running out of time, and this is not level this way. Let me try it that way. Okay. Now this resin has set for about, I'm going to say about 10 minutes. And I wanted it to be, I can't get the top off. There it goes. I want it to be a little bit thicker. I can't smell it. I sure hope that's alcohol and not water. And I think it is because it's popping those top bubbles. Okay. Let's just move this over here. Don't you see that? Because it pretty much took most of the bubbles out. I'm using yellow pigment, but just 3 drops of it. I don't want it really deep, and I thought the yellow would go good with the green. Now, I'm not going to put a whole lot of this in right now. I do want to get some gold. I don't know what I did with it. Okay. Oh, it's all over my gloves now. I knew better. And I'm still doing it. Okay. Okay. Now, this is when I'm going to start adding a lot of the beads. I know. I normally don't have to have this glass, this tall part, but I think it's going to work. I'm trying to get more filler than resin to keep it from flash curing, but you got to have all the pieces covered with resin. So you have to work with it a little bit. I mean, it's a green frog. How can you go wrong with a green frog, right? I could put a bug in it if you think I should. I have a fly, a big old fly. But I think it makes it look gross when you but somebody might like that. I'm trying to get these beads up in here. They're going to make sure that they're all covered with resin. You don't want beads that has not been totally fully covered. And I'm pushing some of that down in, and I don't care if I'm making a mess on the outside. I want it to be down in. There also. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and take now this was a total of 6 ounces of resin right here. Well, probably about 6.5 ounces of resin. But with the filler, that's the only way you can do a mold this big at one time, because you've got that much filler in there. Filling your mold up, it's not all resin. And I do want some more of the glass. And you just have to do it a little bit at a time. Make sure it's totally filled with resin, especially in the feet, because they're the weakest part. See, it looked full at first, but then when I started bringing it up to the feet, see, it's still not full. So, let's put some white beads in. Yeah, I'm going to try not to add any more resin. I think 6.5 ounces of resin is quite enough resin. Okay. And I think that pretty much is going to do it. So we're going to move this over. Put the top on it. And I'm going to be able to put the top back on it. Oh, the top went back on it a whole lot easier this time. Okay. Then I'm going to put, oh, that stuff comes off, doesn't it? That is a covering. I'm probably going to end up wasting some resin here. Boy, that is stuck on there. It is not wanting to come off. Oh, I guess I could use the heat gun. It's been a while since I've done resin. And I don't expect that yellow pigment to do anything. I expect it just to highlight the grain, but to keep it from looking clear in spots. That was my main purpose of putting the yellow pigment in. Now to give it a yellow color. If I had wanted to do that, I would have put a lot more than 3 drops. I'll tell you what, I don't think I've ever had any paper to stick to acrylic like this before. Not when it's made to come off, a protective coating. Good gracious. So the resin that I mixed up is okay. I got that off, so I'm gonna put this down here. And then I'm going to cover that part off. I'm going to take this off. Okay, that works. That allows me to put that. Did I unplug it? Yep. Okay. Well, it's on. Okay. I have all that resin. And I need to do something with it. And I think it's going to be plain. into it. I'm looking at the molds. I have a soap stick that I haven't poured. We could play with that. Okay. And then I have I'm looking at different molds. I have some coasters. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, and we're going to use some mica powders and some alcoholics. I couldn't get to my mica powders. That's how bad this spot is. Okay. We're just going to use those. I'm going to mix a little. Oh, this is getting hot already. Okay. And where is the white? There it is. coming out. Am I out of it? There it goes. Okay. Well, that wasn't enough. Oh no. Okay. So let's try this. I don't know. Oh, this is so warm. Oh yeah, it's not even mixing up. And then, like this. Yeah, I'm putting the rest of what was left over in the center. This is just for play anyway. I made extra for the frog just in case it needed it, and it didn't need it, so this is just play. And I do still have my respirator on, which I'm sure you can tell because you probably can't understand me really well with this thing on. Okay, that we did not pour. And yes, I am cleaning my surface up. So I have to put all this stuff up and put it back. Okay. Now, it is in there. I can see it. So far, so good. I am going to go upstairs for a couple hours. Let me take these gloves off. Woo! And let's see what time it is. It's 9:29. Oh, did I get resin on my phone? Hold on a minute. I had it sitting here, and I think it probably went over a little bit. I'm using the paper towel thing to hold the styrofoam up in front where the holes are in the machine. I need to get a piece of acrylic that will fit that, just so I can put it right in there every time I want to use that. But I'm going to love that, and I knew I was going to love that, and that's the reason why I've been wanting it for so long. But and I don't know if I don't know what I want to do with this. I don't know if I want to leave it alone and let it cure on its own, or put it let's do one and not the other. How about that? I don't know. Don't want to make another big mess. Okay. Oh, I so want to swirl that. Oh, I don't know. That looks ugly now. Should have left it alone. I'm trying not to touch the bottom. Okay, we're going to leave it alone. And I will be back in a couple hours and we'll check the frog out. These I'm just going to let set all night long. And so I won't demold these on this video. But I'm going to run upstairs because I don't want to be down here with that going on. So I'll be back when the frog is ready to come out. Okay, we are back. And it is about 11:45. Now this was turned off down here, so I don't know how long it was on. I guess I need to read that and see how long it stays on. There's really not a timer on it. So maybe it only stays on for a certain amount of time and then turns off. It's still very flexible. But I think we can get it demolded, I hope, without breaking the feet. Maybe because it is flexible, we'll be able to get it out of here without breaking off. If it flexes. The toes is what I always have a problem with. It doesn't matter what size mold, and this mold is big. But the feet and the legs, or the arms, or what, that's what I have the most problem with. Now that one came out okay. So let's work with this one. I went upstairs and I was watching somebody that took a airplane from Dubai to London. It was called the Residence, I think. And he had like his own double bed and living room area on the plane, and even a bathroom with a shower. It's unbelievable what is out there now. It amazes me. I guess it shouldn't, but it does. It amazes me. Yeah, I think taking this out while it's still sort of soft is actually a good thing. Because it's more flexible than it really needs to be with these feet. And toes. Okay, all of it's out. So now if we can get the head out. Let's get the head out. Oh, okay, it all came out. Now let's hope that there is not any air bubbles. I hadn't done resin in a long time. It'd be awesome to have a really cool piece. First time. Okay, let's see. Ah, yeah, I'm a happy camper. I'm a I'm doing my happy dance, and you just can't see it. Oh, this is so cool. Look at that. The yellow, see? The yellow. You get that hint. Look at the eyes. You see the little hint of the, it's doing exactly what I was hoping for. It's giving that, just that little glow. Oh, and everything is just the little specks of gold, the green glass flakes. Oh, this is lovely. And you can't feel it, but this would almost be like, oh, it feels lovely on the bottom. It doesn't feel sharp. Well, that piece right there does. But it's like they're rounded, you know, because they're balls. There's no sharp edges anywhere on this. Oh, this is amazing, y'all. This is just amazing. And the bottom, it's almost like a massage. I don't know how to explain that, but this is awesome. This is a great piece to come back to resin with. And I was going to paint the eyes on, but I'm not. I'm not doing anything with the eyes because the eyes almost look the way the light hits it, and the way that it's, and even look at the toes. Look, depending on how you have it, it just, oh yeah, this is so cool. Let me bring it all the way up. Okay. Let me bring it all the way up. Why isn't it? Okay. See that yellow coming through the eyeballs? I hope you can see that. Oh, this is wonderful. And the other pieces, they are not, let's see if we can move it. You can see them over here. They are not dry. I'm going to let them, see how it's moved? Let me put it up to 2. Let me see if yeah. I'm trying to move this. You see how that's moved since we did it? Let's see if we can get that over there. Yeah, see? I like the colors together. I do. I love brown and blue together. I always have. So I'm hoping that turns out just as great as the frog did. Because I am a happy camper about the frog. That is just, that's incredible. And I'm going to absolutely love that curing machine. It's going to stay right there. My bubble remover machine is going to stay right here. I'm going to be back into more resin now because I'm set up for it. And I've got so many things I want to do. And oh, I am so happy about this frog, y'all. Tomorrow I've got to get stuff to the booth. I haven't put stuff in the booth, and I can tell today was a horrible day for me. It was a Saturday. I did like $50, and normally I do about $200 on a Saturday, so it was not a good Saturday. But it's because I didn't put anything new in there. And so I've got to get to the booth tomorrow. But if I get a chance, I'm going to be back down here playing with resin tomorrow, which means I'll be doing another video. I do need to do the Bond Crafter bubble remover machine. So we may do that. We may use the Bond Crafter epoxy resin, and we may, and then I'll do a review on their bubble machine and get that done. And do some more resin, and maybe I'll think about what I want to do. I knew I wanted to do this frog. And this frog is a big frog. I got the mold off of Amazon, and it sells out really fast. It's hard to get it. I think it's still available now. It sold out and it wasn't available for a while. And I will try to put, it doesn't let me put Amazon links under targeted products. So I'll try to just find the link and put it in there for you under the description. But you can, that's my hand. And it's bigger than my hand. And yes, I have the sweater on because I am freezing down here. But I mean, tomorrow is supposed to, the real feel is supposed to be 105 degrees. And so we may be cold tonight because I've got the air set on 71, but I am not going to turn it down. I want it to maintain so the house isn't in the 80s tomorrow, because it will be if I turn the air down, or turn it up, I guess. So yeah, the toes are still flexible, but they will be hard in the morning. And then on my next video, I will demold those, because I'm excited about those two pieces too. I'm excited. It's been a while since I was this excited. I guess I miss resin more than I thought I did, but I do want to do the painting and showing you how to do the painting and the stamping on the canvas totes too. I think y'all would love that, and that's a lot of fun too, so we are going to be covering that. I've just got so many things that I need to do and get done, but yeah, these frogs are awesome. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that thumbs up, like button for me. It's real important. Comments are especially important. When somebody leaves a comment, it lets YouTube know that you're involved, you're excited, and you enjoyed the video. And so if you can do that, that would be awesome. And of course, hyping it is also cool. And subscribing. I did talk to Let's Resin, and they will, you have to have 5,000. And I am so close to 5,000. I think I'm 69 away from 5,000 subscribers, y'all. 69. And Let's Resin told me that when I hit 5,000, they will do giveaways for y'all. They will sponsor giveaways for y'all. So I'm real excited about that. And I told them that I was really close. And as soon as I hit that 5,000, there's something right here I'm trying to get out of here, and I hope I didn't mess this up, but it was sticking out and I didn't want it in there. So if you've not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And there's a lot of you that watch that haven't subscribed. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. Now, I do have a membership. And I am so proud of I have 13 members. And I am so thankful. And I feel so blessed for each and every one of them. They have stayed with me. And they have been so supportive. And thank you just doesn't seem enough, but it does help. It most definitely helps. It's an awesome way to support the channel if you enjoy the channel, and that is $4.99 a month, and there are perks for that. So if you're interested in the membership only, you can hit the join button. That isn't an automatic. It takes you to a video where I talk to you about what is included, and then you join from there. And so if that's something you would enjoy doing, I would love that too. That would be fantastic. I'm going to try to name my 13 members only, and I hope I get everybody, and it may take a minute, but I do want to do a shout out. And I know that Dana and Claire and Donna and Sandra and Michelle and Valerie and Belinda and Pamela and Sharon and Mary and Kathy there's 2 more. I said Pam, right? I'm looking it up. 2, just 2. I thought I was going to have it this time. I really thought I was going to have it. I said those 3. I said Donna, I said Sandra. Oh, Julie and Bama Gal. That's the 2 that, but I remembered everybody else. See, I'm doing better, y'all. So thank you to each and every one of you for sticking in there with me. But I'll be back full swing. I am giving up the booth at the refinery. I did give her my 30-day notice. That was a weight lifted off of me. I did not want to give it up. I felt like it was like, well, you know me, I don't like to give up on anything. But once I made the decision, it was like, and I contacted them, it was like, oh, it was the right thing for me to do. And I absolutely love the Vintage Warehouse. I do. I love everything about it. I thoroughly enjoy the people that work there. I like the owner. I have made some friends through there. I like the other vendors. It's a great place. It's an established place. I do good there. I think I do good there. You know, I don't make as much as some, but I make more than some. You know, I'm happy with what I'm doing there. So I do feel very blessed. And so YouTube will be, won't be on the back burner anymore. It will be right on up there. I am hoping to be back full swing and doing more videos and doing more resin projects and playing around and seeing new things that we can do with it, and maybe incorporating other things in with the resin, and just playing around and experimenting, because that's what I love to do. Okay, I'm going to be quiet. I'm going to say good night, and tomorrow is Sunday. I hope y'all are doing really, really good. I hope you have a relaxed Sunday, and I'm going to try to do a video on Sunday, but that video you won't see till Monday. This video you'll see tomorrow on Sunday. Technically it's already Sunday, but you know what I mean. All right, thank you again so much. Bye-bye.